I'm going to see if I can get back to filming my food. Breakfast this morning is some liver mush. And if you're unfamiliar with liver mush, because I always get asked, it is made from pig's liver. It's just a loaf. It's pre-cooked. I like mine fried. You can eat it cold if you want to. Pig's liver, pig meat, which is usually from the head, cornmeal and spices made into a loaf. And then I have my grits, and I have some cooked mushrooms and onions that I just scrambled an egg into. And I'm on my second water. Lunch is a salad with about 4 ounces of the Trader Joe's grilled chicken and homemade ranch. It's higher in calories, but it does not have the preservatives. And this, I'm pretty sure, is my third water. My snack is some plain non-fat yogurt, not Greek, with some of the glazed donut sugar-free syrup in it and 30 grams of the full stack granola that I had found at Big Lots. Okay, so my snack is this tuna, and it does have a preservative in it that I should stay away from, but I'm not going to hit the mark on every single thing I eat. I'm just not going to. I'm shooting for the 80-90%, and if it'll help me get my omega-3s in, then I will just count it as the cost of doing business. That's that's all I know. And I'm still on my third water, but just about through. So I thought I would come in here and finish off my tuna with a handful of grapes. They look funny, but that's just kind of the white hue that it has to it. They're black grapes, but through this camera they look like they're got paint on them. I promise you they do not. And then I started on my fourth water. Oh my goodness. I just talked and did not have the camera on again. So what I'm having is what I call cast iron chicken, because how many ever years ago I came up with it, I was cooking it in my cast iron frying pan. And the spices, I was just standing over the cabinet just throwing stuff in it. Whatever sounded like it'd go good together. And when we made it, we fell in love with it. So I could remember which recipe it was. I just called it cast iron chicken. And that's what it's been known as all these years. The recipe, how I make it, is at the end of this video if you want to see it. And then I'm having some speckled butter beans with some of my homemade chow chow. It is my mama's recipe, so it's really, really good. And then twice baked cauliflower casserole. And you can tell I didn't get my cauliflower extremely smooth. I used frozen, but I don't think I cooked it soft enough. But let me tell you, frozen, I used 2 bags. That's the way to go. No mess. That's how I'll make it from now on. But anyway, this is my supper tonight, and if you want to see how I make my chicken, then stay tuned, because that's what's next. This recipe uses as much chicken as you want to use. I'm just using 2 kind of thin breasts that I cut in half. Add just a little bit of oil. I'm using avocado. You can use olive. And then all we're going to do is add our spices. We're going to use salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, coriander, basil, thyme, and oregano. Then you just want to mix it all together until it is completely coated. The spices are mixed out, blended out, and so each piece of the chicken is coated really nicely. Now heat your cast iron frying pan. If you don't have it, just get you a good heavy pan, and then add you a little bit of oil to it. And all we're going to do is brown the chicken. We're not going to fully cook it on the stove. So when you put the chicken down, just like you do with beef, don't try to turn it until it releases itself. It will let off some juices, and it will release itself. It'll let you know when it's ready to turn. So we just want to brown both sides. This will then go in the oven at 350, and depending on the thickness of your chicken, 20, 25, 30 minutes. That'll just depend on your chicken. And so here you go. Perfectly cooked, in my opinion, perfectly seasoned chicken. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.